Hello and welcome to the DLS team. There's always a lot to learn in a new job and this won't be any different. So we will be creating a number of short videos to help you through your day-to-day life, but this is going to be our first video going over our OPAC system, the Online Public Access Catalog. This system is utilized by our students, our teachers, and our parents, as well as you. There's going to be a lot to go over on here, so please don't feel overwhelmed quite yet. We're going to be able to teach you all of it slowly but surely, but today we're just going to be looking at some of the basics. Here in Danube Unified, we use an OPAC system called Destiny. This is through a company called Follett, so you're either going to hear people refer to this as Follett or Destiny Follett. To access Destiny for Danube Unified, you can either type in 206.78.19.6 or go to danube.k12.ca.us, which is our Danube Unified main homepage. So I'm going to go ahead and show you both of those really quick. If you were to go ahead and click into the top search engine of any internet site, you're going to see 206.78.19.6, and it will bring you to the Danube Unified District, all the school pages together, which is all on this site. And then from here, you would just click on your specific school site that you would be working at. Or you can go to our Unified District page, and you would come up here to the left-hand corner to select a school. I'm going to use Grandview Elementary as an example. I'd click on Grandview Elementary, and then I'd find up here in the menu tab the word library. I'd click on that, and I'd be brought directly to the Grandview Unified or the Grandview Elementary main homepage for Destiny. But today, however, I'm going to be using this. Once you do get to Destiny, the main homepage, however it either be through the 206 or through your school site, you come over here and you log in into the right hand corner. I've already logged in, and so you can see that your username will pop up right here. You get this through the DLS district office, so you're either going to be receiving your login information from myself or our district library technician. And so if you can't find this for any reason, please just go ahead and email one of us. I'm going to go ahead and use Washington Intermediate as our sample school site today. And when you get here, you're going to see on this main homepage a little bit of information. This is going to be either controlled by the school site technicians like yourself or from their DLS office, district office. And so this is a great place to show students phone numbers or any events that you have coming up, library hours, things of that nature. Today, however, we're just going to be looking at how to check in and check out books to our students. So if you look up here in the main menu portion at the top of the page, you're going to see the word circulation. If you just go ahead and click on that, my apologies about that, you're going to see over here on the left-hand side a menu bar. And this is going to be a lot of information for you, but we're only going to look at two tabs today. The Checkout tab, which is what has already popped up, and the Check-in tab, which is about 3 more tabs down. So first thing that you need to know when you have this page popped up is there's not a whole lot of information. If you look over here, you see 2 patron or by homeroom. Today we're going to look at just the 2 patrons. So this is going to be useful for students who are coming in either during the AR time, or students are just coming in to check out books during their class. This is a great way to look up those students. And before you can check out a book to a student, you first have to pull up their information. You can either do this one of 2 ways. You can do this by inputting their ID number, or you can do this by having them scan their ID. I've gone ahead and created just a dummy account, and so I'm going to input my new student ID, and I'm going to go ahead and click Find Patron. Now once I get here, you'll notice that that sound indicates that something has been found, and so this is my student, and you'll see a lot of information on here. And what you notice right here is that the student actually already has a book checked out. The Iron Trial is checked out to the student, and it was checked out today. But what you want to notice right here is the due date. So let's say that this book had not been checked out today and it was actually past due. Something would come up here and you actually would have heard a sound saying that something was past due. And before you do anything else, check out a book to a student or check a book back in, you should always ask, hey, where's the book at? Remember, here in the library we are patrons or we want to serve our patrons, which is our students, our staff, and our parents. So we always want to make sure that we are being friendly and being supportive. So if a student has it in their backpack back in their classroom and they just forgot it, go ahead and just send them back so they can go get that. Or if they forgot it at home, it doesn't mean you cannot check more books out to the student. It just means that you need to make sure to encourage them to bring back that book. Remember, we want to make sure that we are always encouraging our students to return materials on time and be responsible about that. So once you get to there, and the student wants to check out a new book, they are more than welcome to. According to our policies, they can check out 3 books total. So say our students want to check out 2 more books. How you would do that is you would look for the barcode, and they're normally on the back of the book, and you will find them right next to the spine, and this is our barcode. And all you would do is you would take your scanner provided to you, and you would scan the new book the student would like to check out, and hopefully it'll do it. Let me make sure it's doing. Oh, there we go. And the new book would pop up. So like I said, the student wanted to check out 2 books, so we're going to scan both books. And now our student has 3 checked out books. Technically, there's nothing in the system right now that states that the student will not be allowed to get checked out more than 2 books. So, I'm sorry, more than 3 books. So if you try and have the student check out a 4th book, technically the system will allow you, but it's our policy right now in Danube Unified that they only are allowed to check out 3. So once a student is done checking out their books, please make sure that you look at the date that the book is going to be due. And in this case, all 3 books are going to be due back on the 6th. And this is only applicable for some of our school sites, but if it does apply to you, please make sure that you stamp the inside of the book with the new due date and you remind the student as they leave. Remember, once again, we want to teach our students to be responsible about returning materials on time. So now that you've learned how to check out a book to a student, how do you check books back in? Once again, you'd come back out here to check in. So let's say our students are coming in and they want to check out new books, and you know that they have some books that are that they already have out. All you do is come to this check-in portion, and it says find copy. So at this case, you actually don't need to input anything for the student's information. You just take the book, you scan the barcode, and it says most recently checked in. And so now that student no longer has that book checked out to them. Once again, I'd come and scan their books, because if they want to check out 3 more, theoretically they need to turn in all 3. There we go. Must have not liked that book very much. And now if we were to go back to checkout, look at our student one more time, LRC student 1. Our student now has no items checked out to them. Now, this is what you're going to mostly need in your day-to-day life here in the library, is checking in and checking out books, but it's not the only thing that we do here in the library. So I'm going to go ahead and show you one more section, which is our report section. Now, a lot of times teachers will come up and ask for a report. You can do this one of 2 ways. If a student, here in the circulation tab, if a student comes up and asks for what do they owe, you can either once again do that here, which is fines. If you look in this tab, once again we looked at checkout, check-in, and now we're going down here to fines, and you just come here to hold patron or to the fines, and you once again find your student, either having them scan their ID, and I clicked go. My student doesn't have any fines out, and that's a good thing because we want to always make sure that our students are turning their items in on time. However, if a teacher comes in, you can come over here to reports, and a lot of times if you just come down here to report builder, your report can be built either a new report, which is right here in this area, or you can run a new report. And so a lot of times this is a great way for your teachers to get information about how many books the library has checked out, or if there's any fines, or different things like that. So it's a really great place for information. Once you do that, you just hand it right over to the teacher, and normally you ask the teacher if there's anything else that you can help them with. And if there's ever any questions, if there's ever a question that comes up and a teacher, from a teacher or a student, and you don't know the answer, it's okay to not know the answer. There's lots of things in this job that come up that you're not going to know right away. So all that you need to make sure to do is just either call me or email me or the DLS district office, and we will help you with whatever we can. I hope you found everything in this video informational, even though it's not everything. And so if there's ever anything else you need, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.